welcome to another episode in Marriage by Example. I'm excited to be in the United States, and we have a very exciting one lined up for you today. Marriage by Example is not about perfection. It is about people of God doing what God intends for them to do, deliberately, intentionally, and according to His will. Today I have the Pinnocks, Evangelist Keisha Pinnock and Brother Roel Pinnock with me. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for agreeing to talk to us.
Yes, sir.
We think there's much that you can share with the couples around. And so I just want to start at the beginning. Always the best place to start.
Yes, that's it.
How did this all come together? Where did we meet? How did we meet? When did we meet?
Okay. We met through two brothers, a brother and a sister in the church. Older couple that knew her from, teenage years coming up. And I was on a basketball court. And the husband, but this conversation happened the night before. I wasn't aware that they were having pillow talk. So the husband came to the basketball court and he said, I have a nice girl for you. And he said, she's well-traveled, she's educated and everything else. And she's a Browning. And I said, okay. I said, do you have a picture? And he said, no, not at this time. And he said, give me a picture of you to give to her. And then the wife called me and said, I have a girl for you, because she liked me and everything. And we spoke and she got the number, gave me Keisha's number. I never called. And time went by. Me being me, I'm letting everything just simmer for a little while. And that was when I was in my early spiritual development. I wasn't yet baptized, and I took a vow of celibacy and everything else. Cleansing me, working on me, so I wasn't calling her. And then my spiritual mother came back and said, my friend said, it looked like you're afraid of woman. And I said, yeah. So now the ego in me, I'm calling right away. So I called right away, and it went from one thing to another. And
here we are today.
Yes.
We're going to come back to that thing about pillow talk, because that's important, right?
Yes.
But how long ago was this? How long have you been married?
Well, that intro happened in 2013. In fact, we're talking about new beginnings here. The dedication of the New York Assembly in 2013, that's when we met face to face.
At the dedication?
Yes.
Oh, right.
So I was told he was going to be there. Didn't know what he looked like. So
you never got any picture either?
We talked.
Yes.
But no, we didn't talk, did we?
We didn't talk.
We didn't talk, right.
But you met.
We met there.
Yes.
It was after that we talked.
All right,
Yes,
all right.
You can tell her the story about the intro, the face-to-face
The actual intro?
Yeah,
Yes,
when I
let's
got
hear
to
it.
New York, and now, like I said, she said, we never had a picture of each other. We don't
Never
know each
talked.
other, never spoke, but we just knew of each other. And we knew what the two couples were up to. So when I went to the dedication, I'm looking at everybody that would fit that description. Everybody that was a Browning, right? And the description now. But I'm looking, and everybody had on a ring. And I was like, no, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. And come to find out, she was doing interviews at the time of the dedication. So it was an old thing. And then after service, we were around the side where they had refreshments and everything. And I went up to her and I introduced myself. And I'm me being me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to feel out the situation. And she pulled her hand away from me. I was holding it a little bit too long.
Yes.
Yeah, and she just pulled
A
it.
handshake is a handshake, sir.
Yeah, a handshake is a handshake, sir.
Like, why is he holding my hand so long?
So it's been the long-standing joke every anniversary.
Yes.
Nice to meet you now, Lega from
That's exactly
I
what
love
it
it.
was. So that's 13 years.
So you met, that's how many years now?
13.
My math is failing me.
So it's 13 years.
13 years married.
Almost. No.
No.
From
13
that
years
intro.
met.
Yes.
And how many years married?
10
10.
plus, going in.
All
We're in our
right.
11th year.
11th year.
All right, congrats.
Yes.
So listen, so what I want us to tell people, and look, first of all, they're wearing shirts. If you're not seeing this, it says Prayer Squad. And I think that's the first lesson we have to learn from this couple. They clearly pray together. They're on the same team.
Absolutely.
But tell me something. I'll start with you, evangelist. Tell me something that you really, one thing, because I know you could find a lot. One thing you really love about your husband.
That's easy. His love for the Lord.
All right.
I'll be honest. That is what, after talking to him and understanding more about him and the love that he has for the Lord. Granted, especially initially, you know, he needed somebody would say, some scouring down.
Some sandpaper.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But he had a deep love for the Lord, which he still has.
Yes.
And that's what drew me to him.
Excellent,
And I love
excellent.
about him.
And for you?
Yes, it's the same, and I wanted something different. I wanted a spouse where I didn't have to do a lot of talking. I didn't have to do a lot of thinking. And you must be careful what you pray for. And everything that I prayed for, I found it in her. And not only just spiritualness and how she is dedicated to the work of the Lord, it's how she's dedicated to those who reach out to have guidance or help or prayer or whatever it may be. Her personability and how to nurture others other than just me or her siblings, you know, so it's broad.
broader.
She's a
Yeah.
people person and she loves people.
Yes.
But I always say she has a persona where it looks like she's unapproachable. But if you get to know her,
Get beyond that, eh?
you got to look beyond
Yes,
that.
yes. It's interesting that we're here talking at camp.
Absolutely.
And I think, and she can tell me if I'm wrong, she's been my friend for decades. And I think we formed our friendship at a camp. Could have been camp 1993.
93,
Yes.
because we were the younger ones.
Yes, we were the younger ones.
Sorry,
Can you
sir.
imagine there was a time when we were the younger ones?
We were the younger ones.
So,
We weren't
yes.
even qualified to be there. Sorry, spilling the beans. We weren't qualified based on our age.
I'm telling
but
you, we
God,
shouldn't have been there,
Yes.
but we
Yes.
were.
Yes.
But I'm looking at you and I'm just thinking, she loves your love for the Lord. You love her ability to nurture and cater to others, not
Yes.
just in her inner circle.
Yes.
I was looking at this and I'm saying, it comes together. See what the Lord has done.
Amen.
You said you were looking for something different. What we've waited for
Yes.
has come to pass.
Amen.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And so that leads me to ask you though, we're going to fast forward a little bit. You both must have demanding, you know, lives, professionally as well as in the church. How do you ensure that you give each other that which is due in terms of time, attention, and all those efforts?
You go first. So when we decided that when we got married, let's backtrack a little bit. When we got married, you know, everyone should have already known our situation. It wasn't ideal where church is concerned and everything, but we humbled ourselves, repented, and we waited. And when we choose the date to get married, it was October 14th. My mother, on the day of our wedding, gave her my grandmother's ring. She already had a wedding band, but my mother gave her my grandmother's ring. And when she looked at the inscription in the wedding band, it was October 14th, 1954. Unbeknownst to us.
And that was not
It wasn't
coordinated.
planned. It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned.
the date we planned for our wedding is the same date his grandmother and
And-
grandfather
And it's
got married.
represented in the
I wear it
inscription of the
more
ring.
than I wear the ring that he gave.
And
So
like we were talking off camera, and I told you my love for my grandmother, and that was just something special to me. And at times, she reminded me of my grandmother when I left Jamaica at the time. You know, sturdy woman, just no nonsense. You know, I'm not saying she's an old lady, but that
Firm-footed.
the firm-footed.
Firm-footed,
You
yes.
understand what I'm
Yes,
saying? I'm not
yes,
saying she's
yes,
an old woman
yes.
or anything, you know, and that love and that nurturing, not only to my daughter or my outside children, but to everyone. She's welcoming and nurturing, or even giving guidance, and that's something that I love about her. Now, fast forward to the question that you asked. It was challenging in the beginning because at the time I was an over-the-road tractor trailer driver, and when I acquired the license to drive, the saying was, "It's me, Jesus, and my baby." It's me, Jesus, and my baby. But her job being demanding, having so many meetings and everything, she wasn't readily there to be me, my baby, and Jesus, right? So it's me and Jesus and over the road and everything else. But at night, we'll make sure that we'll call and check up on and check in and wish each other good night. And yeah.
So no matter where you are.
Yes.
A couple takeaways, my friends. One, repented. What was the second thing you said? I know the last one was waited. And that stuck with me.
Yeah.
We waited.
Waited.
I think that couples sometimes don't understand this idea of waiting.
Yeah, for the restoration.
Yes.
The restoration process, yes.
And
Humbling
that is-
ourselves.
and that's something that happens inside marriage too, right? So you could be married for a very long time, and there's something that needs to be repaired.
Yes.
And many times that requires just waiting on God and submitting.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Balancing.
Yes.
I'm still working on it, work in progress. But there's just one thing that I try to do, and he mentioned is career path. He was over the road, so would not see him until weekends, Sabbath thereabout. One thing, this is of course after marriage, I would make sure he gets a home cooked meal when he gets home. That was part of me trying to balance because he's on the road all week eating everything.
That couldn't be easy.
Getting there.
Where
Thank
do you find the time?
Thank you very much. The time. Working
Yes.
all week, active in so many other things, but early mornings, late nights, and just God's grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up to today, still trying to balance because more responsibilities too, especially with somewhat young child.
Yes, yes.
The responsibility has increased, and there are just times when I know, okay, this is us. Everything else, my phone, everything stays. Yes, sometimes I may pick up the phone and answer somebody, but there are times when I just have to put it down. And he's a movie person, me not so much, but that's just an example. To spend time, quality time together. Take for example a Saturday night, we'd be at church, meetings late, get home late, but he wants to watch something. If I'm up, I might not necessarily like it, but I'll watch it just to spend quality time with him. Sometimes you have to leave the laundry, the OCD part will not like that, but you just have to leave some things to strike that balance.
No, the lesson for me, if it is worth doing, then do it for your spouse.
Absolutely.
If it, even if you don't necessarily like it or love it,
Right.
if it's going to serve your marriage and serve it well,
Yes.
then it's worth doing.
Yes.
Fantastic. But I don't want anybody to leave here thinking that it's all peaches and cream
Absolutely
and everything.
not.
So I'm gonna throw a wrench in all of that right now. I'm
Yes.
gonna ask,
Absolutely.
what are disagreements like in the Pinnock household? How do you deal with that?
Hi. One thing I've learned through marriage, sometimes you just gotta zip it. Right? I am the type of person that I like to iron it out, get the solution, move on. And he'll tell you, sorry, we're gonna be real here.
Yes.
There are times when if there's a disagreement, he's the one like, all right, leave it alone. And he has explained to me, in a calm tone, calm situation that sometimes just leave me, let me be, let me get my thoughts together. But I honestly don't do that, and I don't want that all the time because sometimes he's calming down and I'm boiling.
You're boiling, yeah.
So
And your way of release is to speak.
to speak,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sometimes I'll speak, but I'm learning to calm myself while he's calming down, and deal with the situation. So it goes both ways.
And it's something you have to master over time.
And I don't master it. I haven't mastered it,
Yes.
but we're learning.
Yes.
And I mean, you didn't ask this, but encouragement I would give to a young couple or any couple, as a matter of fact. things will happen. But at the end of the day, what we started out with, our love for the Lord. So the love for the Lord is what keeps us together, even when the best arguments, I'm saying best arguments
Yes.
because arguments, somebody would say the worst, but I'm saying best arguments meaning tight. You just want to,
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so
No, and that's so important. So Jesus has to be the glue in your marriage.
Absolutely.
Because that glue doesn't change.
Not at
It
all.
is us who change, right?
Right.
It's the individual who goes up and down and who has emotions.
Yeah.
The glue remains constant. So if you
Yes.
go back to that center, is what I'm hearing from you.
That is it. Because if I am going to my bed and I don't feel, and you can speak for yourself, and I don't feel like I can pray with a free conscience, no.
Yeah.
It's either I talk to him or I bear it all on my prayer
Yes. Yes.
pillow or something. If I let it out and I'm good and I'm calm, then I go to bed because Jesus has taken it for me.
Jesus has taken it. You've heard it. Listen, I'm going to go into the lovey-dovey stuff now. So there's a segment we're introducing called For the First Time. Okay? And there's a song. Play the song.
For the first time, I am looking in your eyes. For the first time, I'm seeing who you are. I can't believe how much I see when you're looking back at me. Now I understand what love is. Love is for the first time.
You heard the song. The song says, for the first time, I looked into your eyes. So all I'm asking you now is there something? You seem like a very open couple.
Yes.
That's on the same team who talk to each other, who share things.
Yes.
But just in case there is who wanted to share it with us for the first time on Marriage by Example, MBE will benefit from this today. Is there something that you love about your spouse that you haven't said in a particular way to your spouse that you want to share on this program?
We're so open.
Yes.
We're so open that I don't know anything that I've not told her because I'm very verbal
Yes.
in everything, and I'm a jovial person. So I do jovial things to show
and bad.
to show her.
It's not every time it's joking time, right?
Yeah, right. And even in situations, the calm situation, I find humor to break the ice because we can't both be up on the mountaintop with anger. Somebody has to be down on the low.
But can I extract that for the people?
Yes, sir.
That's important. Everybody can't be hot at the same time.
No.
Somebody has to make a decision to dial back,
Yes.
to allow room for the other to be
Yes.
there until they can come down, and then we
Yes.
figure it out.
Yes.
That's golden. All right. So, but is there anything you would want to tell him for the first time?
I can't
Maybe
think
in a
of.
particular way.
Okay, in a particular way. Okay. Roel.
Yes.
Aww, just that answer right there. Yes. I've never said this, but the way you said yes, like in a vulnerable spot, I like that. Sometimes when you get in that vulnerable spot, like I'm coming with something and you don't know what I'm coming with, and so it tickles me.
Yes.
You know, the
You go,
strong man,
yes.
the old bad boy persona, it's gone, and
Comes
now
out like
it's
a kitten waiting to hear what this is.
Yes, so it does something to me, and I appreciate the
Lovely.
vulnerability.
It's actually beautiful. So I
don't
saw
know
a
if I ever
vulnerable
told you
moment
that.
earlier when he was likening you to his grandmother. I don't know if anybody else in camera land saw that. There was a vulnerable moment. There's a moment of almost like he was inside himself, reflecting on what those similarities were. And so yes, there you have it, sir. She likes it when you're vulnerable. Well, guess what?
Yes.
Lady Keisha, you went ahead of me, but you're going to have to do it either again or you have to find something different because we're going to do our parting shots,
Okay.
which is really this. I'd like for you to give a word of advice. You can choose to do it to a young lady or if you want to make it general. And you can choose to do it to young men or if you want to make it general. I want you to leave something with them. The thing you would want them to take away from this most as either a person going into marriage or just starting out, or even those who've been on the journey for a while and who are, not very sure-footed at this moment.
Yes.
And anybody can go first.
You want to go first?
To you.
Well, I'll I like to just speak on how we deal with situation, and I've told persons that I've mentored or I've given advice to, in a marriage, it has to be you and your spouse. Everything has to be you and your spouse. At the end of the day, the world could be against us, but when we are unified, the world cannot contain us. So it doesn't matter how bad the situation is, you reason it out among yourself and take it to the Lord.
Yes.
It could be the worst situation. Never go outside the marriage and let another ear hear your situation, because the situation may be minor, but then you bring in outside influence and it becomes an erupting volcano.
Yeah.
And it's spreading through the church.
Yeah.
You know, because we are part of a church, and we're part of a tight-knit church. Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
And it's a loving place to be. But then you don't want persons to start siding. And then when the siding comes in, your marriage may be terminal.
Listen, I just love the way you guys steal things from my mind. I was about to end with this idea that it's one team. And that's what I'm getting from you.
Yes.
One team, and you're on the same team.
Yes.
Always.
Absolutely.
And you just said that. That's powerful. So there you have it, young couples, one team. And now the lady with her wisdom. By the way, she knows I have a lot of respect for her mind, and I'm quite comfortable saying that on camera. She knows this. Anything she gets to do, she does it brilliantly.
Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely.
last word to you, lady.
Okay, heard. Couple things, and this will be aired. I am cognizant of that, and there are those who are cognizant of certain things that happened in our past. And one piece of advice I would give, especially to the younger women: wait on the Lord. Don't go ahead of Him. I got married in my older years, 30 plus, right? Late 30s. I was waiting, slipped up along the way, but God has been good. I spoke to the Lord. He told me to be humble. I have been doing that. Do I slip up sometimes? Yes. But wait on the Lord. Regrets are not easily dealt with in your life until you have gotten to the point where you turn your regret into a lesson learned. It can be very difficult. So that's my practical advice to young ladies out there, or anybody that is, serving the Lord and wants to get married. Practical advice. All right. No, after you've gotten married, ditto to what my husband said, but with a little caveat. There are times when you'll need help. I am the type that my prayer area will, if it could talk, it would tell you the stories, because I don't take certain things outside. But don't be afraid to ask for help if it's needed, especially if you're at a place where you get into depression and getting angry and you can't talk.
Absolutely.
But who you ask for help, be careful.
Very judicious about it.
And don't come to Keisha, Roel, X, Y, and Z. No. Seek one or two persons and ask for help. If you can't go down and pray and get the release and the comfort that you need to go back together, ask for help. Many marriages are suffering because people either ask the wrong circles for help or they don't ask for help. As you said in your intro, this is not perfect, but our help comes from the Lord. And do we talk to other people? Not necessarily in our odd moments to get advice. Maybe we can handle that, but not everybody can. But we talk to the Lord. Whether I'm in my area praying or he's in his couch praying where he connects with the Lord, ask for help.
Yeah.
God must be the beginning, the middle, the end to carry you through. We're going through with him, and only through him that we will make it to eternity.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. I feel like I should just go and call my wife now. I feel like I'm in love all over again.
Lady D!
I love it, right? Listen, this is the prayer squad right here. You heard it. Evangelist Keisha Pinnock, Brother Roel Pinnock. It was an amazing conversation, and I'm sure that there are those out there who are going to learn a lot from this. There are so many takeaways. If I were to try to repeat them, we'd be here all evening.
Yes.
But I just want to say thank you so much, and we continue to pray for you, that God would bless your union, and that in another 10 years,
Yes.
we will have an equally glorious story, because in Him, all things are made perfect.
Amen.
So bless you, and thank you. There you have it. Another episode in Marriage by Example. See you next time.
Your eyes, for the first time I'm seeing who you are. I can't believe how much I see.